They are good people with good intentions, most of them even religious people, who cannot put themselves in the shoes of someone like an immigrant or like an asylum seeker. And it's an exercise in indifference. It's easier not to think about it. When we walk in the street and we see a homeless person on the floor, there, begging, or not begging, but homeless, we keep walking. We don't want to know. We don't want to get involved. And that's an exercise in indifference. Sooner or later we'll pay for that.
Where do you see us, I suppose, as a society, maybe not individually, but as a society, paying for that indifference?
We have become a very strange country. I have lived here for more than 30 years. The country is completely polarized. High percentage of the population is heavily armed for some kind of war that they are expecting or preparing for. There is no dialogue. There is no vision of what kind of country we want in the future. Democracy is at risk. So we are living in these times, and because I write historical novels and I research a lot about the past, I see many symptoms of things that I have seen before in history. And that is very worrisome to me. But I am an optimist, and I think that if we are alert, if we are aware, if we are not indifferent, we can save the country, we can save democracy, we can save ourselves.
You say you're optimistic, and you're also a student of history, and you see how over time we don't tend to learn the lessons of history. So what's at the root of your optimism?
Because in my 80 years, I have seen the curve of evolution going always up. It's not a straight line. It has backlashes. It goes in a zigzag line. It's the same with feminism. People say, well, now we have a backlash in feminism. And now women are losing their rights in many places. Yes, I've seen this before, but the curve is toward more democracy, toward more evolution, more inclusion, more diversity, more knowledge. Today, we know more people know more than ever before in history. Today, any kid that is 8 years old with a computer knows as much as Leonardo da Vinci knew in his time. So it's a fantastic time that we can use it for a better world.
We're speaking with author and philanthropist Isabel Allende. We're also hearing from you. Guillermo emails, I'm a Chilean who's been living in the U.S. for many decades now. When translating Spanish language texts for my kids, it's tricky to get the humor across because sometimes there are terms and phrases that are very Chilean and not directly translatable. Given the number of languages your work has been translated into, how hard is it to let other people effectively take your words and translate them into other languages?
That's a very good question. I have no idea. The only translation I can read is the English. And I work very closely with the translator. And we both agree that the most difficult thing to translate is irony and humor because they are cultural. They belong to a place. What is funny in Chile is not funny in the United States. It's probably politically incorrect in the United States. So it's very hard to translate that. And the other languages, I have to trust the editors. Let's see what they come up with. But I am sure that the story translates, maybe not the nuances. But the story is always very simple, and that translates.
What is the connection between your novels? When you think across all of the books you've written, do you see a connecting line?